I am so happy with how this looks for the Rangers. We have a pitcher, Jack Leiter, and he is a dude.
And while I do think his hitting is worse than Derek Jeter, it's not that far off.
You're not mentioning 2006. You can mention the other people, not 2006.
Oh, just because I bought the best soap doesn't mean your room's going to be clean. It just leaves it to where I don't believe that the Canadians had a shot.
I really don't like the Clippers just kind of sending it in when they're like...
Hi, this is Kelly Forbes with the Dallas Stars, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL predictions of the week. Thank you, NHL. We appreciate you for giving us plenty of time to record this and take enough time as we need to make the right predictions. And I'm joined by the man holding up his hands, hoping that his team does not become infamous like the Tampa Bay Lightning when they got swept after winning the best record.
Yeah, best record of all time, best regular season of all time. We're the 15-16 Warriors. I just hope it doesn't end like them either. So it's been a great year, but here's where it matters. The season starts over. Every team that's made the playoffs has done their job, and now it's time to see who will win it all.
Yes. I'm not confident in my West. I'm a little confident in my East.
Okay.
So let's go West. We'll start with Colorado versus Seattle. Who do you have winning?
I have Seattle in 6. I think the Landeskog injury will really, really hamper Colorado. They tried so hard recently to make sure they get the number one spot in their division. Injuries have been racking up. I don't know health-wise if they'll be able to send me a very hungry Kraken team, a team that wants to be like Vegas in 2018, their first season, in 17-18, when they made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final. And I think Seattle will be hungry.
Wow. I'm going to go Colorado in 6. It's pretty tough, but I just think Colorado is able to pull this one off, but it is tough with the Landeskog injury.
So we both have it in 6. What's your Dallas Wild pick?
I have Dallas beating the Minnesota Wild in 7 games.
I agree.
All right. Okay, that's scary. Usually, hopefully Dallas wins in 6. As long as Dallas wins. Or in 7, that'd be great. Yeah. And, there's a little... We'll see what happens. But now we go to Vegas versus Winnipeg.
I have another upset. Connor Hellebuyck steals enough games for the Jets to end up winning. I have the Jets in 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, you and I disagree on the Vegas Golden Knights. I have them winning in 6.
I think Connor Hellebuyck will steal a series. He's done it before, and I think he can do it again. He's one of the most outstanding goalkeepers in the league, and I think that he will be the difference.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I'm not feeling as confident as I do in the West. Based on that pick. I have the LA Kings. Here's my upset. Beating Edmonton.
In
7.
I have the Oilers beating the Kings in 7. So we disagree on all except for Dallas, and in Dallas we have the same exact pick all the way up to games. So we'll see how that works. But I think the Oilers have enough scoring, and this was a great series last year. Last year this series went to 7. I think that it replicates a great series, and Oilers win in 7.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. And I just think Edmonton, with just the season that McDavid has had and Draisaitl, I think they run out of gas and they don't have enough supporting pieces. I think the Kings are just a strong team that can win. But then I have Vegas facing the Kings, and I have Vegas winning in 6.
I have Oilers versus the Jets, and I have the Oilers winning in 5. Connor Hellebuyck can steal a lot of games, but against this Oilers team is going to be throwing up a lot of shots. I think the Jets will struggle, and the Oilers end up winning in 5.
All right, so you have Dallas versus Seattle, and I have Colorado versus Dallas.
I have Dallas in 6. I think Seattle is hungry, but the fact that Dallas has a great goaltender paired with their great offense, I think is the difference here.
Yeah, this is one I went back and forth on, but the Landeskog injury I think really hampers Colorado here. And as much as I get nervous picking my team to go far, I have Dallas beating Colorado in 6.
So we both have Dallas in 6 again. So we both agree on Dallas games.
Ooh.
So I have Oilers versus Dallas. You have Dallas versus
Vegas.
Vegas. What do you got?
I have Vegas winning.
In
I'll go 7. I'll say Pete DeBauer streak ends.
I have Dallas in 7 against the Oilers. Again, I think their goaltending versus the scoring of Robertson, Pavelski, Ben, Ropehans. I don't trust Oilers goaltending enough, and I think Dallas will have enough goaltending, have enough defense. Heiskanen will be there to just sneak by.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Dallas defense outside of Heiskanen.
I think Ottinger will be that guy, and I
Okay.
think that's all you need when you have a great offense.
That's true. That's a good point. This is why I'm nervous because I have Vegas going pretty far, and you have Vegas losing in the first round.
Yeah, if my prediction comes true, that's a huge problem for you.
Yeah, and given your track record with the NHL predictions,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's why we make the predictions. Yeah. But now we'll go to the East, and we'll start with your team versus the Florida Panthers.
I have Boston in 5. Look, I don't want to sound overconfident. I don't want this to turn into a lightning series. I don't want to create something to where you have to put it in the intro of the video. But I don't see how Boston loses this series. With everything they've done this year, they're great on all 3 levels. They have great defensemen, great forwards. They have great goaltending. One of the best goaltending seasons ever. And Florida struggled all year. They barely scraped into the playoffs. I don't. And Florida historically has not been a great playoff team recently. So I think Boston ends up taking this series in 5. What do you got?
I have Boston in 5 as well. I
So
don't
both
think
of our favorite teams, we agree in games and team, I guess, for round 1. So
Yeah. I don't think Boston struggles here. But I won't say if they will struggle or won't in the future games that we'll predict.
I'm very interested to see your Toronto versus Tampa, though.
I'm going Tampa in 6.
Okay, you think Toronto just never wins a first round series ever again?
Well, it's also a tough matchup. You're going against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're talking about goaltenders. We got Vasilevsky, and you also have the curse of the Maple Leafs.
Look, this may just be me being hopeful for Toronto. Either way, I have Toronto or Tampa losing in the next round to Boston, just to give you a little bit of a heads up. But I have Toronto winning in 6. I think Toronto escapes by that curse that they've had and ends up beating Tampa, but that may take everything out of them.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Now we go to Carolina versus the Islanders.
I have Hurricanes in 7. Sorokin is a great goaltender, and he can steal so much, but the Hurricanes are on a mission, and the Hurricanes are a team that I feel like can just scrape by.
Yeah, I have the Hurricanes in 6 as well. I think the Islanders will put up a fight. They put up a fight to get in. But I just think the Hurricanes do it.
Yep. Now on to Devils Rangers.
This one's tough. The Devils, I think, have a great defense, but the Rangers did a lot to upgrade their offense and just upgrade their team. So I'm going Rangers in 6.
I went Devils in 6. Everyone I hear is like Rangers. They made all these moves. Rangers.
And not the Texas Rangers.
No, not the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers haven't made the playoffs in a while to have that conversation.
Well, but they made a lot of moves.
Yeah, but these are playoffs, Kevin.
Hey. We'll see.
We will see.
Yeah. I want to save your Boston matchup for a little bit later. So let's do. I have Rangers versus Carolina. You have Devils versus Carolina.
I have the Devils in 6 again. I think the Devils' defense is going to be there, and the injuries on the Hurricanes will definitely hamper their abilities.
Yeah, I'm going Rangers here. I have Rangers in 7. I think it's going to be a really tough one, but I think the Rangers pull it out.
Okay. Well, now Boston, Toronto.
You already said you had Boston winning, correct?
I do. I have Boston in 7. I think it'll be a great series, but I think the 3 levels of greatness that Boston has this year will be the difference.
And so I think if it was Boston Toronto, Boston would have a pretty good shot. But I have bad news for you, Austin. I do not have the Boston Bruins making it out of
Okay,
this matchup.
so what you're saying, you were a little bit confident about your East. What you're saying is that either I'm right or you're right. There's no in between here.
There's no in between.
I have Devils Boston in the Eastern Conference Final, and you have Tampa New York.
I'm
Rangers.
confident in Tampa versus Boston.
Even with how many runs they made it back to the final so many years straight. Like that has to take a toll on you.
That's true, but I just feel I don't think Boston's going to lose in the first round. But I'm not sure if they can make if it's Boston versus Tampa. It's tough. And how's
It's
it go?
tough, but historically great teams come through.
And that's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay, well, let's move on to the conference final. Boston versus New Jersey for me. What were you saying?
This is not really working out because the two teams that I have going pretty far, you have losing in the first round, and that's the Golden Knights and Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, the only team we agree on going far is Dallas. So that's a little bit concerning considering our track record when we agree.
Yes.
But so I have Boston versus New Jersey. You have Tampa versus New York Rangers. I have Boston in 6 over New Jersey. I think New Jersey's defense will be very, very good. Jack Hughes will play well. Luke Hughes is now on the team. I don't know if he's going to play for them in the playoffs, but I just don't think they have enough firepower.
All right. So I have Tampa Bay winning this matchup in 6. I just think this is where the Rangers fall and the Lightning continue to play, despite just how many games they have played the past few years.
So was Tampa New York the conference final last year?
Yeah, I believe it was last year, yeah.
I got it. I'll check.
Oh, okay. Because it went Tampa Bay Islanders, then Tampa Bay Rangers. Or was there another team mixed in there?
Yes, it was Tampa Bay Rangers.
Okay. And then Islanders.
Islanders didn't make the playoffs last year.
No, I'm talking about.
The 2 years before that, yes. So they faced a New York team all 3 years of their reign. But okay, so you have Tampa, Vegas, and I have Boston, Dallas.
Ooh, that's good. Those are some good matchups. But yeah, we're going very different. So this will be a fun episode to look back on. And do you want to say your? I think I'm going to guess your winner, Boston.
Well, I'll let you go first. I did the last round first. So.
Okay. I'm going to go Vegas wins. This is where I think the fatigue gets Tampa. And I think Vegas fulfills the promise of winning.
So you think Tampa makes 4 straight finals but loses 2 straight?
Yes.
So you have Vegas in how many?
I have Vegas in 7.
Wow. Okay. Well, I have Boston versus Dallas. Like you said, I have Boston winning. Boston in 6. I think, look, this would be a great series, and I think we would have a lot of fun watching this series. But
it would be a lot of fun.
I think this Boston team's one of the best teams I've ever watched, and I'm not going to go against what I've seen. It's an eye test, and Boston's been so impressive. Every single time I'm like, oh, Boston's going to lose this. They end up winning. And I'm not going to waver my predictions and go against my team just to make sure that I'm a little stitious. But I like Boston here. Who's your Conn Smythe winner?
My Conn Smythe winner, I'm going to go... Ooh, that one's tough. How about, can you get back to me and you go first?
Sure. Okay. My Conn Smythe winner is Brad Marchand. He's played a little bit subpar this season, but I think that's partially because he started the year coming off an injury. He didn't come back until like 15 games into the year, 20 games into the year, something like that. But every playoff, he comes through. Last year in 7 games, he had 11 points. He's an amazing player, and I think that he will be remarkable this year in the playoffs and really be that catalyst for everything we're trying to do. Or he had 7 points last year, but still.
Yeah, I'm debating between two people. You know what? I'm gonna go with the guy that hasn't really been in the playoffs much, and that's Jack Eichel.
Wow. Okay, so you're going with Eichel to be the guy. I guess we'll find out. I think that
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
thank you, and yeah, we'll see how Austin's track record goes against my NHL track
So
record.
I have your two finalists out in the first round, Kevin. You understand
know.
that if I'm right about those two first round picks,
I know.
you're done. You physically cannot win the
I know.
prediction.
I know, but you gotta swing for the big home run.
After last year getting my entire East right, you decided, no, I'm going completely off of what Austin's doing. I'm going.
Well, I didn't know
completely
what
off
you
of
were
it.
picking beforehand. So
That's true. That's true. That's true.
It does make me question my picks, but I'm feeling risky in the NHL. We'll see. I do hope your prediction goes right for the Dallas making the finals, but Dallas wins instead of Boston. But I do agree Boston's the better team against Dallas. It's just I'm not.
It's going to be a nervous ride for both of us in the playoffs because both of our teams are very good. But
it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be. At least I have one Dallas team in the playoffs for this year.
Yeah, that's
yeah. That's all good. And thank you for listening. And let us know what you think. If you disagree with us, let us know, and we appreciate it. Make sure to check out our other playoff predictions and check out all the other videos. That's all we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.